channel before we get started. We hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell. Oh, right. Oh my gosh, Aubrey, be quiet. That's my stepsister, and we have nails, and it ain't ASMR. I just got them done. I didn't get the other hand done because I'm filming a video with me reacting to this video that I have here. So if you go down here, have candy in my phone. So I'm watching this video where like they tell me their true story, not the anime crap. It's anime but from a different YouTuber. So let me put in my password. I see all y'all little YouTubers that's out there trying to figure out that password. I might tell you my number on my Instagram or my TikTok. My TikTok, day 106. Day underscore day 06. So let's get into it. Okay.
Now I'm gonna tell you the story today, Adam. It's the time when my girlfriend betrayed me. Adam, this is a continuation of the online girlfriend story with Amy and X. Okay?
Oh, with X, okay.
A lot of people in the comments were saying, who is X? Now, in that animation, we gave X an anonymous face.
Wait, what did she actually look like?
X was actually, like, pretty attractive. She was pretty tall and, just like, you know, a normal-looking person. This is part 2 of that story.
Okay.
That story that I told last time, we were in 5th grade. Right? And now, after 5th grade, we all graduated. We go to middle school, right? That's 6th grade. Right?
Yeah.
Now, Amy actually ended up going to a different middle school, so she was gone. She was out of my life.
Oh.
Back then, I didn't have no Instagram. I didn't have no DMs.
You didn't have any friends?
True. I had no self-confidence. But X went to the same school as me, the same middle school. In elementary school, you're in a class with your grade. Like it's 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. Middle school, you start to take classes with older kids.
So there's like a bunch of like tiny 6th graders and some like scary 8th graders in the same class.
Exactly, like the cool older kids, and you're like, You remember when you had lunch in middle school? There's like the nerds, that's me, all the little 6th graders, and there's like the cool older kids that like hang out together. I was friends with X, who, if you guys remember, was a year older than me. So I actually sat with her at the cool kids table sometimes. Now, a lot of the cool kids were like, what is this kid doing here? Why does he keep talking about maple syrup? But it was cool. I got to sit at the cool kids table because she was older and I kind of knew her. So X and I, you know, we're friends. I was just chilling. I was trying to find my way through middle school. Now, I'm going to be real for a minute, okay? Middle school is a very sensitive time in people's lives. You know, people are starting to form an identity, a sense of self. I didn't really know who I was. I didn't have that many friends, as of course, okay? No girls are into me.
What's new?
What has changed? That did. X was one of my closer friends. It was somebody that I really trusted, and she let me into her cool table. I was like, wow, like, this person is close to me. Now, there were some strange signs I noticed along the way. Again, young Justy has no idea what's going on with girls, but there were some signs where I was like, what is this? What is happening? I had a small group of friends, mostly guys. We're all nerds, you know, chilling, playing on the computer and stuff, and we went to go see a movie. X invited herself to come along. I was like, oh, like, you know, that's
She would
fine.
be the only girl that went?
Yeah, and she's older than us by a year. I was like, oh, that's fine, right? That's chill. And so we get to the movie theater, and somehow, I don't remember exactly how, she convinced us. She was like, there's not enough seats in this.
Start your new year. Let's go out.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like a boss. Can I call you?
No.
I gotta pause this in case it says. Okay, got it back, guys. Who else thinking I didn't want it to take?
Here, you guys sit in the row in front.
Oh, it's like an empty theater.
Yeah.
All your friends are like,
Again, we all were just completely shy, didn't really know. We were introverted. We were like, oh.
So you didn't realize that she was clearly hitting on you?
No, I did not think that. No, we were all just like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. We just went along with it, right? 'Cause we were like innocent. We didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
good snack for this video. And I know what you're saying. I'm gonna get cavities. A bunch of them. Yeah. I love candy. I have a sweet tooth. And sweet tooth runs in the family, so I eat gummy sweet things. And I'm gonna put them all to the side. Hey, Nana. Good. That's all we need. I'm doing it, and then I'm picking it up whenever I get done with this video. No. But guys, that's satisfying. Try that again. Okay, we're not doing a smart age. Okay, let's get back to the video after this.
Yeah.
Then I remember this other time. Do you remember middle school dances?
Oh.
This right here is the king of middle school dances. I don't want to dance.
A lot of stuff went down in middle school dances. At ours, it was literally like a bunch of like sixth graders all dancing, but a bunch of adults were standing right next to them, and you couldn't touch each other on the dancing part.
Yeah,
Like literally being like, I actually, this is not a joke at all. I actually won an award at my middle school dance for the weirdest dancer. That's not a joke.
Wow, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Good job. I never went to a school dance, but X would always come up to me and be like, hey, you should come to the next dance. You should come to the next dance. And I thought she just did that to everybody. You know, because she was like a pretty outgoing person, pretty social, and I was introverted. Again, I did not see the obvious signs here. I was just like, I'm not going to these dances. No, I actually did go one time because she put so much pressure on me to go. I went once, and I was just so uncomfortable the whole time. I was just sitting there on the side.
Watching people dance.
I don't know how to. I still don't know how to dance, honestly. I was very uncomfortable. I was like, man, why did I do that? And it was just because this person had pressured me into going. Now, those were just two instances where there was something obvious going on, but I just didn't know what was going on. And I remember I was hanging out with my friends, all those guys, playing video games, and people were like, what's going on with you and X? And I was like, we're just friends. I genuinely thought we're just friends. I was just inexperienced. I didn't understand what was happening. So I was like, oh, nothing. We're just pals, right? And they're like, don't you think it's a little bit weird? Now, there was a third instance, and this was the game-changing betrayal. Okay, now to set this up, I will be telling this in a future story about this girl that I had a crush on. So to clarify, there's me, there's X, and now there's another girl that I had a crush on at the
So
time.
during this whole part, you liked another girl?
Yes,
Not X?
No. Oh, I thought we were just friends. So I'm gonna tell the story of how me and that girl actually ended up dating in one of the next animated stories. But at this time, X was my only friend who was a girl. I had this crush on this other girl. Her name was Sarah. And I remember I went up to X one day. We were sitting at the lunch table. I remember this so clearly. And X kept trying to tease it out of me. She's like, what's going on? I was like, oh, like I think I like this girl, whatever. And X was like, oh, who is it? Now I realize X thought I was talking about her. And ultimately, I told her, I was like, oh yeah, it's this girl, Sarah. And I remember her face just totally changed. It went from being like, oh yeah, tell me, like, oh, this is so fun, to being like, it's like me when I realized he spent my money. I'm like, hey, who authorized this? Not me. Not me. Definitely not me.
Okay, so X found out you like Sarah, and she was just totally changed.
Because she thought it was her the whole time. So I remember her face totally changed. And she looked and she goes, wait, so you don't have a crush on me? And I was like, no. And she goes, well then why did I break you and hang me up? Wait, what? That's what she said to my face. She admitted that to you? She said it to my face. I looked at her, I said, what? What? She said that to my face. She said, well then what did I even break you and Amy up for?
That's so cold.
I was deceived. Now, a lot of people in the comments of the previous video had guessed that this was why she done it. After that, she just never talked to me ever again. She never allowed me to sit at the cool table again. Well, I mean, I didn't really want to talk to her at that point because I realized, like, wow, I got played.
Yeah.
I remember after she told me that, I remember for the rest of the day, I just felt sick. Like, I just wanted to go home. My chest hurt. I was so confused because I realized, like, wow, I had this awesome relationship with a girl named Amy, and it got broken up with because of this person who just manipulated me.
Yeah.
Straight up manipulation.
You actually, I mean, it's probably smart because you could have actually accidentally dated her and had like a really messed up relationship.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. That would have been even worse, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, now I'm gonna get a little bit serious for a minute. A lot of our viewers out there who are at a sensitive time in their lives, that's not just age. Like, you could be in middle school or high school or college. You could be going through things. You could be finding yourself as a person. It is very easy when you are in a period of searching for who you are to be manipulated. You know what I mean? And I look back on this story now, and it's like, haha, hee hee, like, whatever. But the key here is it was because I did not listen to myself and how I really felt. Because the whole breakup with Amy was due to X coming in and playing with my head.
Yeah.
I just not listened to her. I said, no, I'm gonna trust myself. I would have stayed with Amy. And it was the same thing with all these like events. If I just been like, hey, I don't really want to go to a dance, I'm not gonna do it. If I had just hadn't caved into peer pressure, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, on one hand, I'm like, look, I got manipulated, I got bamboozled pretty hard. On the other hand, I'm like, you know, I should have believed in myself and trusted my instincts a little bit more. So to everybody out there at home, a little heartwarming message to everybody, okay? Be true to who you are. Don't get manipulated by sneaky people into being crushed at the end of the story if it hadn't been for my really small circle of friends. Because
The ones that you pushed off at the movie theater.
I didn't.
Don't tell me there's another one. Please, please, please. Please.
I texted it. It wasn't me.
The one at the movie theater, Justin's like, oh, okay, go away. Just take some popcorn. Just go over there.
More for me.
But actually, though, I'm actually really excited for this Sarah story.
Guys, part 3 of this story is coming soon.
It sounds intense.
It's pretty crazy.
Make sure to
subscribe if you want to see that, and leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. And now we gotta clean up this popcorn, man. But now that we're friends, we can clean it up together.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe hug and sing songs while we do it.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Hey, what's that over there?
What? What's up, guys?
Part three.
Welcome to this episode. I'm Mike Yvonne.
Oh, now, Adam, the story I'm going to tell you today. Oh, man. This is the story of the biggest mistake I ever made in my entire life. Now, this story takes place when I was in middle school. And, you know, back then, of course, I did not have that many friends. And the friends I did have, they were all guys. There was a 0% possibility that I was going to ever meet a girl. Like, how would I even meet one? I don't have any friends that are girls. I'm too scared to talk to girls. Like, there's no way. So the way that I met this girl, it was literally like fate. The universe aligned and brought her into my life.
Okay.
I was sitting in chemistry class, learning about some molecules and stuff.
In middle school?
Yeah, I got a big brain, yeah.
And you were probably like, I'm wondering if I have some chemistry with some of the girls in this class.
I was sitting in chemistry class, writing about molecules and stuff, and out of nowhere, out of nowhere, I heard an alarm. Suddenly, an alarm goes off. I'm like, what? What's happening?
Is it like a fire alarm?
It was exactly that. It was a fire drill. On this day, some kid, I don't know why, had actually set fire to like a bathroom trash can. So the whole school had to evacuate, go in the field. It's like a fire drill. You know what I mean? The way they line you up in the fire drill line is they give everyone just a random number.
Okay.
So I got a random number and I go to my spot, kind of looking at it, kind of confused, and I look up and the girl with the number next to mine, so she was next to me in line, was literally like the most beautiful girl I had ever seen in my entire life. I was shook, okay? And I was just gonna stand next to her for like 15 minutes because you have to wait to go back inside when it's safe. I look up and this girl is just beautiful. I was like, oh man. She asked me, she's like, oh, what's your name? I've never seen you before. I was like, I'm Justin. What's your name? She said, my name's Sarah. I was like, oh, cool. So we just like talked for like 2 minutes and then we went back to class. And that was it. I was just waiting for the next fire drill so I could see her again.
Wait, so you guys were not in the same class?
No, I never saw her outside outside of the fire drills. So
Oh!
I literally was like,
So you were like about to start your own fire.
I was in chemistry class mixing up potions, trying to start a combustion. Because some kid lit a trash can on fire, our school decided we have to have more fire drills more often. So we literally had a fire drill every other week. We had 2 fire drills a month. So I got to know Sarah just seeing her like twice a month. That's why I say this relationship is fake. That is the most poetic thing ever.
I mean, your numbers were like totally random.
They're
What are
totally
the
random.
odds that you ended up next to Sarah?
That's what I'm saying. And if that kid had never set the trash can on fire, I would have never even met her. Over time, we got to know each other better. Anyways, I'm gonna cut the long story short because what happens after is more interesting. But we literally actually ended up.
I'm so boned. I forgot to get my girl tickets for the show tomorrow. Now it's sold out. It's her freaking birthday.
Oh, dude, she's totally gonna break up with you.
He's definitely gonna break.
Okay,
Yes, we
you
did.
skipped such a big section. So you go from seeing her once every couple of weeks for 2 minutes to now we're boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yes, I just cut that part out. What do you mean how?
Are you
Adam's like,
this
give me the
first?"
secrets. I don't understand.
Oh, okay, so like you guys went from the fire drill, you maybe like started hanging out a little bit, and then you like asked her out?
Yeah, basically,
Oh,
like,
okay.
that part of the story is not the super interesting part. It was just like we just got to know each other better and we spent more time together. And it was
Got
not
it.
like some big event where I was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? It was nothing crazy. I remember one of our first dates was to go to the aquarium. I remember going to the aquarium and just walking around there for like 3 hours. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know why I remember the sea otters so clearly.
Sea otters are really cute.
They're very cute. They're very fluffy. They sit on their back and they eat like that. That's where I learned how to eat the way I do currently. Just put the donuts here and eat them. We literally went to the aquarium, hung out for like 3 hours, and then like went home. Like that was like a date. And then there was the second date, and this was the tragic mistake. Adam.
Oh, no.
I will say, up until this point, everything in the relationship was amazing.
This sounds like the best relationship you've ever had.
Well, I mean, you're forgetting about chicken. But okay. But yeah, like this is pretty good. So this third time, she invited me to go over to her house to go hang out. I was really nervous. I showed up at the front door, and her whole family, they were such nice people. They were sitting in the living room and they were playing board games. They invited me to come play with them. It was so fun. I was like, dude, this is the greatest relationship ever. It was amazing.
Wait, so you were at her house. Up until this point, had you guys like held hands or like kissed or anything like that?
We had not done anything at all.
Not even like hugged.
No.
Wow.
Because in my head, I'll be honest, in middle school Justy's head, that was not the priority. I was just like, there's this girl that I really like hanging out with. I didn't really care. It was like, whatever. Like, I didn't really understand how that stuff worked anyways, though. You know what I mean? So we played board games with her family a bit. It was like her mom, her dad, and her little sister. And then she goes, Justy, let's go upstairs and watch a movie together. I was like,
Wait, are you serious?
we went upstairs and she goes, Justin, you can pick the movie. What movie do you want to watch? And I said, you know what? There's this movie I really like. It's called Batman the Dark Knight. Looking back on it, if I could talk to little Justy now, I would say, I don't know, play The Notebook or something, play some anime. What are you doing? But back then, I was like, yeah, I'll watch Batman. And literally,
You're like showing her your Joker impression.
Dude, she was terrified. She was trying to just hang out and cuddle, and
She's putting on some lipstick. You're like, oh, can I have some too?
You want to know how I got these scars?
Also, that movie's like 3 hours long.
I know, it's like 3.5 hours long. We're sitting there alone, watching The Dark Knight. She's terrified, okay? She don't know what's going on. And then, as if, like, this is so crazy. The door opens, and her mom comes in. And her mom goes, oh, hey, your dad, your little sister, and I want to eat some ice cream, but we're all out at the house. So we're going to leave and go get ice cream.
Wait, what?
That's what I don't
Why do they all need to go to get ice cream?
I don't know. I don't understand to this day. But of course, little Justy has no idea what's going on. Me and her were sitting like this. You know what I mean?
You had her arm around her?
Had the arm around, just sitting like this. When her mom and everybody left, I was like, is something supposed to happen now? Getting nervous. Getting uncomfortable. I did not know what to do. This is kind of a bigger point. I don't know nowadays because of social media. I feel like kids kind of know how relationships work better. I don't know about you, but back then, I had no idea how any of this worked.
No. So you're sitting there cuddling with her. You're like panicking, or you're like, what do I do? Or did you just not think at all? Or were you just like, this is what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, it was a mix. Like, I really was kind of just focused on the movie. I didn't really know. But I was also like, am I supposed to do something? My arm is falling asleep. It's been 3 hours. But basically, after this, I learned the very next day at school, I had made the biggest mistake of my life. After school the next day, Sarah comes up to me. She goes, hey, Justy, let's go over to the bleachers and just chill for a little bit. I was like, okay.
Wait, so nothing happened during the Dark Knight?
Absolutely nothing happened.
Okay.
We finished the movie. I went home.
Okay.
Classic. We go out to the field. We go out to the bleachers, and I thought we were just gonna hang out, just chat. She sits me down and goes, Justin, it's been great hanging out. You know, I've had a lot of fun. I really like you, but I think we should break up. Wait, what? That hit me like harder than like any time I've been hit in a zero budget or any content. I literally put a Roblox out.
Wait, that's actually so sad.
Dude,
like, she broke up with you?
It came out of nowhere. She just broke. I was like, what?
Did you ask her, like, why?
Yeah, and she was just like, oh, you know, she didn't really give me a clear reason. But then I learned the real reason the next day. Over the months of dating Sarah, I had gotten to know some of her friends, right? So she had this friend named Amber, and I remember talking to Amber being like, you know, what happened? Why did my world just crumble yesterday? I don't understand. She basically told me that Sarah had orchestrated the entire movie night thing so that like something, I don't know, like a kiss or something could happen.
Yeah.
And that I failed. Like it was some sort of exam that I failed. Like she literally told me, she was like, Sarah got rid of all the ice cream in her house so that she knew her parents and sister would leave.
Wait, what?
I don't know how.
Wait, she, like, threw it out and she, like, ate it all?
I still don't know. If she ate it all, then that's actually the love of my life. I gotta find her.
Wait, so she planned everything. She, like, brought you over. She brought you into her room. So when you, like, picked the Dark Knight, that was, like, your first fail?
That was like strike number 1.
And then her family left, and then you didn't do anything.
That was strike number 2. And then strike number 3 was probably my Joker impression. Let's put a smile on her face.
In her defense, she kind of, like, did do a really good job.
She did an insanely good
Like,
job.
she set everything up. She, like, loved... you a great pass, and then you just dropped the ball.
Oh, I just airballed. Okay. I didn't understand, but like I said, back then, for us, like relationships, they were so innocent. Like I had no idea what was.
Need to edit. Bye.